And we have already discovered from our grammar that hoti can introduce an object clause. Now, what is a clause? A clause is a group of words in which there is a subject and a predicate. Remember, there are two kinds of clauses, either independent or dependent. An independent clause is one which can stand all by itself. A dependent clause is one which modifies some part of an independent clause in some way, whether it is adjectival or whether it is substantival or adverbial. In our text, we're now looking at a hoti clause which is functioning to show us a direct object. Therefore, this hoti clause is substantival, showing object. Now let's take a look inside this hoti clause and find the predicate, find the verb. And of these words, the only word here which is the verb is this word credzete. This comes from the verb credzo. You can see your second person plural ending, short connecting vowel, and a present tense stem from credzo. By the way, verbs and hoti clauses are always indicative. So this is an indicative verb, present tense stem, active, second plural ending, present, active, indicative, second plural. And the verb credzo means I have need of something. Now usually, direct objects in Greek are accusative. However, there are some verbs which require not an accusative direct object, but rather they require a genitive direct object because of the intrinsic meaning of the verb. Other verbs require a dative direct object, again because of the intrinsic meaning of the verb. And over time you will learn which verbs take genitive direct objects and which verbs take dative direct objects. This particular verb, credzo, takes a genitive direct object. So let's look back at our text. And we're not surprised to find this genitive two-tone, neuter plural genitive of our demonstrative pronoun hutos, haute, tuto, meaning things, these things. Your Heavenly Father knows that you have need of these things. And here we find an adjective, hapanton. This is the same word, pasapon, but spelled a little differently with an alpha in front. It's just a variant spelling. And so this would also be an adjective, neuter plural genitive, modifying this pronoun, which is functioning here as a noun, neuter plural genitive. This pronoun is the direct object, even though it's genitive, it's the direct object of this verb because this verb requires a genitive direct object. For your Heavenly Father knows that you have need of all these things. Now let's review what we have so far in Matthew 6, starting with verse 31. Therefore, here's a negative command, do not worry, do not be anxious, saying, what are we going to eat? Or what are we going to drink? Or what are we going to wear? For all these things the Gentiles, the pagans, the non-believers seek after. For your Heavenly Father knows that you have need of all these things.